All right. Here it is. Here I am, ripping apart my EX30. This video is gonna be me replacing the motherboard on this brand new EX30 because it had super severe oscillations at like 30 miles an hour and above. And I was working with Begode engineers for about a week, back and forth. If you're wondering why there's a ton of new firmwares for the EX30, you can thank me. And Liam, EUC Underground, for being, thank you Liam for being a huge help getting me this new motherboard. And let the craziness begin. Holy shit, here we go. All right. I guess first we'll do the unboxing of our motherboard here. So let's see, what do we got? Thank you, Jen Crusher, for also getting this to me, and Liam and the engineers at Begode for believing in me that I'm not crazy, that truly there was something wrong. Or hopefully it's the motherboard that is wrong. Got some screws here. And we have the EX30 motherboard. One board to rule them all. Wow, okay. It's just some aluminum right there. Just 36 MOSFETs right there. Just a little Bluetooth majigger right there. Oh man, I gotta plug in all of those, and then I gotta put the stupid goopy stuff on there. Got a ginormous heatsink pad. Actually, that's pretty sweet. That's sweet that they give you a pad. Okay. But there's no goop, so I don't necessarily have anything to like goop the wires together. Oh well. I guess we'll get started, folks. Yeah, I was eventually able to get this EX30 Grizzly kit on. Holy shit. It was super difficult. I do not know why. Let's make sure you guys can see everything. Me. Okay. There we go. We're battling against lenses here. That's good. Now, yeah, this Grizzly system, I know that the Clark pad system like comes off and on with like legit 4 screws or something like that. Not so with the Grizzly system, let me tell ya. So yeah. Hello everyone, hope you're all doing well. It is a absolutely tragically gorgeous day outside here in Portland. Like perfect. Puffy white clouds, crisp, cool air, vibrant sunshine. It's just something that's really rare around here. Okay, taking off the seat. Yeah, so this, I originally noticed that I was getting like pretty good oscillations, like above 30 miles an hour, and I wasn't really thinking anything much of it. And like, I was like, you know, that's kind of weird because people say that they only really get oscillations above like 45, like, you know, way up there on the EX30. And so I did a firmware update, and it didn't fix anything, but the oscillations just kind of kept getting worse. So, and these are like forward and backward oscillations. The best way I could describe it is like 16th notes. If you're into music, it's like, and in between those 16th notes, there's like whole note, bigger dips. So it's like, and in between that, there's the sound effects make it work. But the main thing is, it's not the tire, it's not the suspension. This thing is dialed, like completely dialed. You like my super stupid S22 pants that are yellow? And super weird. And Bagot didn't believe me. The engineers didn't really believe me. They were like, one after another, here, try this new firmware, try this new firmware, try this new firmware. And there's like 30 versions of that main firmware on the Bagot app now. Let's see if I can get the motherboard out without completely taking off the Grizzly system. I don't know if I can, but it'd be nice if I could. Maybe if I take off a few of these connecting points, maybe just the front kind of pops off there. That would be really cool if the front pops off. Okay, let's test this theory. Anyway, hope you're all doing well. We are the slowest YouTube channel in the history of reviews. I've got my 1,000-mile review on that coming up, and I love that wheel over there. I've had 0 issues with it. It's pretty idiot-proof too. Whereas this Grizzly system will turn you into an idiot. You will be the idiot when you install this Grizzly system. The reason being is because all of the parts can mirror, like straight up. So you can put together this system and all of the holes line up. Like, all of the holes line up, but it's backwards. So, oh, sweet. I think this actually comes out. Okay. That's gonna make today a lot easier. Anyway, I was really excited for this wheel because I truly believe this could be the best unicycle ever made. If they fix a couple of things. Like, Bagot has, they've proven that they have this solid, cheap design ethos that works, that just works. And it works well with lots of power. It runs cool. Where Bagot could really where they could step up their game is if they had like an interaction designer or a software designer or somebody to make sure that, every time you do the software or firmware update, it doesn't beep like a fucking fire alarm. And, just other things, like you could put pedal tilt in the app. You could have, a lot more adjustments, creature comforts. Just, there's very little creature comforts here, but at the same time, that's not exactly what Bagot is liked for. It's dramatic, it's really dramatic, the difference between the user experience of something like that in motion and this is night and day as far as just straight up user experience. And yeah, yeah, that's gonna come up in my video. So, oh shit, that's a longer screw. Gotta remember that. That's the other thing. This Grizzly system has like a bunch of different lengths of screws and sizes of screws. So, I don't know. Super well printed, as Grizzly is known for. But I think the Clark system wins. I think it wins. What do we got? What do we got? I think I missed a couple things here. Too bad, Cam. You need a new motherboard. Good is it casual affair? Good is it's a casual affair. Maybe it's no, don't go away. What chat? Got no issues except for the phantom parasite draw on the bench. Yeah, that's another thing. The phantom parasite draw. It's just like all this stuff, you know, that seems like they could have. That's cool. Did you see that? It actually comes out. It's just these little like pull things. Nice. Okay, that's well thought out because now I can actually get to the motherboard without completely disassembling the rest of the Grizzly system. Oh my god, that makes me so happy. You have no idea. Okay, that makes me so happy. Motherboard's easy, you know. That's Grizzly system, not so much. Yeah, so now I guess I have like an extra EX30 motherboard, which is like, what do you do with that? Like, do you make some sort of Frankenstein M10? I have an M10 III. I think I just came up with exactly what I'm gonna do. The EX30 M10, 36 MOSFETs. 134 volt. That motor would probably melt. That's probably what would happen. But yeah, I hope you're all getting out, getting some nice, good summer riding. It has been heaven here. We get like 7 months of rain out of the year, so it's been really nice. But that just means I test all the wheels for their waterproofness. That's just how it happens. My master, the bearings on my master, I need to replace. I think that wheel is about 2,000 miles in, and the bearings are making that little crinkly noise, you know, like that. I feel like I'm like the person who goes to the mechanic and tries to explain what's wrong with their car. that was a, not Carl Sagan. Oh God, this one comedian, super PG comedian that was like, I think he was like kind of Christian. Brian Regan did a little sketch about like people going to the mechanic and trying to make the noises of their car. Like, what's wrong with your car? It kind of goes like this. He's funny. You should look him up. I'm not nearly as funny as him. Okay. Screws on the ground. Pants on the ground. Screws on the ground. Look out for these O-rings. These always get lost around the charge ports. Okay, there's our motherboard. There is our motherboard. Now we need to disconnect the power. It's really a shame. Okay, here we go. Battery 1. Disconnected. Battery 2. Boo! Disconnected. And battery 3. Boo! Finally. Boo! Like the Star Wars noise, you know? It's like, And then you're supposed to turn it on. Okay. Now it shouldn't kill me. What do we got? We got something. Auto pedal tilt, King Song would be nice, but I found a very easy way out. Find a bench, lock the wheel down between the knees and stick the phone on top of the wheel, open the bubble app, start the calibration process. Yeah, okay, yeah, you can do that. You can open up the bubble app and start a calibration process and recalibrate the wheel to your particular degree, but that's ancient. It's just ancient. I'm sorry, Bagode. Like, you have to come up with some more dynamic software for this shit. It feels like super advanced and just there's no software designers. It's very interesting. I don't know what's happening at that company. Okay. Do I have to undo everything? I believe I'll probably have to undo this power cable that goes from the distribution board to the motherboard itself. So let's go ahead and disconnect the power distribution cable. That should be it for power. Now over here, looks like we have the tail light. Now this is gonna be, this is gonna be a lot of cutting silicone, or else you're gonna rip the little thing off. I wonder if you guys can actually see this. Okay, go in here, cut the silicone seal. Not something I necessarily want to do. Man. I broke a nail. There it is. All right, one cable, the tail light stuff, down. Now, there's no other visible cables on this layer. Therefore, we get in our hex and we undo these gooped screws. They are gooped, and I do not have any goop. I don't know. How important do you think the goop is, right? How important do we really think the goop is? This was manufactured 10/29/2022. 2022? Ancient old technology. Oh shit. Okay, I think I've got the top PCB loose. I'm wondering if I even had to undo the top PCB. I probably did not have to do that, but you're learning and discovering and growing constantly, right? So let's see what's... Whoa. This is just free floating. Okay. Display module. And then what's this under here? They've got something hidden. My buddy Kane was saying that when he moved the display module, that the wheel started vibrating, almost as if the accelerometer was in the display module instead of like the actual board. I don't know. Does anybody know like where the accelerometers on these things are? Kane, I might doubt that it's in the display module. I don't think that's. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, we got these little brass inserts here. Hold the screws. There are motor. Wow, okay, interesting. This is like a new design for their motor cables. I don't know if you can see that, but so I guess I'm gonna start working on these cables. At least they're not like pulling out of their sockets. There was once a time when the Goat products would just, you know, all of their connections would just pull right out of their sockets, which is what this one is going to do. So let's see here. Get that razor blade in here. Oof, man. I mean, the silicone does the job, which is what kind of scares me that I don't have any. It's like, will these really vibrate loose? Will they really? Ancient, you know, Pagoda's all right. I'm just happy mine runs good with no issue. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I kid. But, oof, man. You just gotta be patient with this stuff, you know? Anytime that, like, things aren't moving, you just gotta, like, take a step back and go slow, work the problem. Work the problem, as NASA says. Your tool floats away in space. What do? Yeah, imagine doing this in space. You're like working on the Hubble. You know, just go ahead and install this new motherboard on the Hubble for us, Cameron. Oh, okay. Let's get some pliers in here. The thing is, I don't want to grab these. Like, I don't want to be super crazy rough on these. I don't see any marks on the side of them where they might have used pliers. Let's see if it's just finger tight. Nice. If you just wiggle them back and forth, you can get them out for sure. So, without the use of pliers, that's nice. That is really, really nice. I like that. That's cool. No more goop used for the motor cables. Ooh, this one though. Okay. All right. So I move that out of the way. There's a little cable strap right there, so I don't want to break it. Move that out of the way. This is probably already on the other board. This is power cable. Dang! Too easy! I mean, that's one nice thing, is it's really nice and easy to work on. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 capacitors. Can you believe that? Not as many as 18 though on that thing over there. 18 capacitors. It's totally ridiculous. But I guess the more capacitors you have, the better you are able to smooth out voltage spikes, both going to the battery and coming from the battery. So I kind of wonder what they run these at, right? Do they like run these at like half full at all times, or, you know, the capacitors? Like, what is the optimum? I assume it's kind of like a reservoir, like a water reservoir. You kind of have to keep a little bit in there. I don't know. What's happening here? What's happening here? You can buy silicone and redo it. Yeah, I can. Also, my S22 had a really similar oscillation that was a result when I replaced the board and motor. I assumed it was the board related, though. It showed me no errors, faults, was hella frustrating, but RevRides did replace the board. Yay, RevRides! Right on, Nate and team. Also, I have my V11 and totally get what you mean by the software customizable. It feels advanced compared to any other C yet. Yeah, dude, like, the software on InMotion is crazy. You've got like 0 to 100% like individual percentile ability to customize exactly how you want your wheel to feel. Is this supposed to be attached, or is that just kind of rests? It's really thin. That's a lot thinner than the one they gave me. Maybe it's just squished. Cool. EX30, 134. There it is. Now I've got a board that likes to oscillate. Maybe I can make a Frankenstein M10 out of it. Who knows? Okay. This is going swimmingly. This is going way too good. Knock on wood. This is going way too good. Usually something goes wrong by now. Okay. Just make sure I'm gonna get some of that excess goop. My buddy Tyler and Kane, they unfortunately, a couple weeks back, on the third leg of the Friday night ride here in Portland, the third leg follows the Willamette River upriver, and because of the spring melt, the river is super high right now. And there's this section of the trail that it's hard to explain, but like you would not know there's water there unless you're like basically on top of it. And so my buddy Kane was leading the pack, and he just like straight up went full slam into the water. Like we're talking like 3 feet of water, and he was like swimming for a good 15 seconds and like getting his EX30 and like wheeling it out. And my buddy Tyler was trying to stop in time, but he still kind of like slipped in because he lost traction. He was braking so hard, and he still slipped into the water. And he was saying that he had like a quarter inch of water in this area here, that like a day later he like woke up in a panic. He's like, there's definitely water in there, I know it. And he took out his board and like poured out water. It's crazy. They still, both of them still work. So I guess the EX30 is waterproof. There you go, folks. All right, what am I doing? Let's put this new board in. So okay, I assume this probably goes on here first. So let's peel back that ASMR moment. Let's see. Right. Oh boy. It's the other side. The other side wants to go. The other side wants to be free. There it is. It is sticky. There we go. Oh my God. is a weird one. No! No! Ruined! Ruined. Completely ruined. Ruined. Okay, let's go in here. Come on. I've put on a million screen protectors in my life. I should be able to do this. Come on. Come on. I'm just as be good as any begode engineer. No, I'm not. That's horribly crooked. Okay, it's difficult. Wait. Okay, come on. I'm working against gravity here. One corner, another corner. Hey, okay, that's really good. Ooh, bubbles. Look out for them bubbles. Dang. Okay. No bubbles. No bubbles. You want that heat conduction, not insulation. Condensation. Okay. So now, that goes like that. That's incredible. That is super cool. That's way too easy. Okay. I see you, Begode. You want to make it easy to manufacture, easy to fix. I see you. Let's take off this other piece of plastic. Come on, will you come off? Will you come off? Oh my God. Yeah. Oh, see, now that's just... There you go. You really have to like... Okay. At Houston, we are inserting the motherboard into the EX30. Roger that, Discovery. We have a visual on the holes. Copy that, Houston. I don't even know if they use those beepy things anymore in NASA. Beep. Okay, so now we just kind of mushy mush with these little brass guys. Mushy, back and forth, mushy. Just make sure everything is touching, right? No air bubbles. And I guess for good luck, we should probably put some screws in. So they provided me with 2 additional long screws, but the 2 shorter screws, I guess you just reuse. Wow. Well, cool. I am super glad that I'm not going to be here for like a really long time because I need to go to the pharmacy. I need to figure out how to sell my truck because having a car is stupid. Oh, today is the start of Pedalpalooza. Here in Portland, we have this thing called Pedalpalooza, and you probably know about it because one of them is the World Naked Bike Ride. That is a Pedalpalooza event. And today is the start, so I'm hopefully fixing this up so that I can go hang out with all the people celebrating the start of Pedalpalooza, which is basically every single day there's a ride. Every single day, and there is some sort of theme to the ride. Like one time there was a mushroom ride and we went and we like foraged for mushrooms. You know, one time there was a Nicolas Cage ride and we like put these faces of Nicolas Cage all over Portland, and like there's still some Nicolas Cages on like streetlights and stuff. It's great. And yeah, Pedalpalooza is just like one of those things that's just super special to me. Truly super special. Every single day there's a ride, and they're like huge. They're huge. They have like DJ parties at the end with like massive sound systems. Man, June is bike to work month here in Vancouver. Not as cool as Portland. In Vancouver, yeah. Which Vancouver though? Is that the BC or is that the across the river? This is interesting. Okay, I'm reusing the display board, which means the accelerometer's probably not in here. That is probably my best guess. Okay, what do we do here? Oh, man. Now it's like, okay, where did these all go? God damn it. Let's start with these ones. All right, I'm gonna guess that the yellow one goes in the yellow one. I'm gonna guess that the small white one goes in the small white one. And this goes to display. This guy is big. He goes there-ish. He goes there-ish. Where do you go? You were like this. That's how you were. You were just bent in a weird way. Okay, you were like that. You guys back here. You went around and connected to... You've got 3 prongs. So you connected to our friend there. Okay. There's a horrifying amount of ports that are not filled. I don't know if you can see that, but on the other side of these wires, there's a horrifying amount of ports that are not being used. Okay. What did I do wrong? This is the display. Maybe those ports just weren't being used. Falls on face. Okay, there's the display. We know that's the display. There's no more cords. Those are battery. Those are the rear tail lights. Those are the motors. Am I crazy? Are there just tons of open ports on this? If we look at this, yeah, there are. They only used 1, 2, 3, 4 ports out of the 1, 2, 3, 4, out of the 8. They only used 4 ports out of the 8. Am I wrong? Does anybody know anything about this? Is this EVs Vancouver? EVs! Yeah. Man, are you guys more north than us or less north? You guys are more north, Vancouver, right? Because I know a lot of Canada is actually like the same latitude or south of Portland. We're like way up there. Damn. This scares the crap out of me. How do I know? How do I know? How do I know? I guess I turn it on. I guess I turn it on. Let's put the motor cables. motor cable number 1. And we have confirmed contact with motor cable number 1. Motor cable number 2. Confirmed. Confirmed. And motor cable number 3. And we're in. We're in. We're in. We hacked the mainframe. Enhance. Okay. So now that's in. Motor cable 1, 2. It's not going to come out while I'm writing, right? I don't need to regoop this, right? Push all of our little friends in. All of our little friends get fully connected over here. And we put this connector on the board. Oh man, I could see that coming out. That seems looser than the other ones. Okay. Now we have these little brass nuggets. Hopefully everyone's finding peace with their wheel. Not having to work on it and lose a brass piece. Oh my god. This cable just kind of bends. That is why we're feeling the spring effect. Am I doing the right thing with that cable? No, the brass insert. Sweet. Pretty sure that's it. Dang, this is crazy. All right. I'm not even that sweaty. I've only got like a little bit of like armpit stain. That's pretty good. Usually by the end of like, you know, replacing a motherboard or something like that, you have like a little cry, you know, because it like defeated you at one point. And then once you've had your cry, it, you know, you like pick it up and you have a meal and, you know, all that stuff. But this one was nice and quick, relatively. Yeah, super cool. Way too easy. Turn it on, it just explodes. All right, friends. Let's tighten these down. There's 6 screws in total that have to be nice and snug on the PCB. Usually I like to, you know, kind of go in like a star pattern afterwards. Nice. Okay, everything's nice and tight there. I assume the first thing you probably plug in is the power distribution to motherboard cable. We have power distribution connected. I don't know why I keep using the Houston thing. And coming up, we're gonna connect those sweet, sweet power cables. Juice it up with 134. Juice it up. Juice it up. Up, up. Juice it up. Get that juice. Spaghetti juice. Spaghetti juice. Okay, this is always scary because you have to do this quick. Mr. Massie, have you got the tire change yet? How do you know it's the motherboard? I was told the tire is not seated yet for the same issues. Ease of access is one of the major ease of access. So tire's perfect. Like free spins like butter. Yeah, perfectly round, perfectly true. If I could blame it on the tire, if only I could blame it on the tire. But that doesn't seem to be the case. They're really aggressive. Like, I don't know if you're getting aggressive oscillations, like like that, mouth open. All right, you have to be quick with this, right? When you put in the batteries, and the cables are already like really hard to tug, and oh gosh, okay. Blow up my EX30. Here we go. See how quick that was? I was so quick. Bam. Bad. There was a spark on that one. Why? Why was there a spark on that one? This cable probably goes over. And nice. No spark on that one. Probably because the board is dead. And finally, the final cable. And no spark on that one either. Nice. All right, folks. This is the moment of truth. This is what we've all been waiting for all this time. Stardust woke up, became sentient and conscious to give us this. Will it start? Oh gosh, it's probably in transport mode. For the Pagode, it's hold down power, press the other one 5 times, right? Yeah. So hold down power. I don't think I did it. Okay, it's the other way. You power it on, you hold down the spin kill button, and press the power 5 times. That's it. You see, it's like stuff like that. Why? Why, Pagode? Just make it easier. It's a button and an app on InMotion. Okay. You guys, did you just see that? That there is a self-balancing unicycle. So don't forget the O-rings. Whoa, why did you come out? Don't think that was supposed to happen. Cool. Nice. Thanks for coming along. All y'all out there who have come along on this journey with my EX30. It is a wonderful wheel if you are considering it. Absolutely wonderful. And Liam, EUC Underground, is the guy to get it through, in my opinion. However, if you are not comfortable with doing after-sales support on your own like I am doing right now, then you should probably go with something like e-wheels or EVs or... What else do we got? Speedy Feet, Electrek, or whatever. What else do we got? There's so many dealers now. Rev Rides. How did I forget Rev Rides? Damn it. All right. Damn it. I'm just a comedy of errors right now. Okay. Here comes the screen. Here comes the screen. It's a marriage, you see. It's a marriage. Marriage is what brings us together today. Marriage. Nice. Man, well, I gotta hand it to Bagode. Scott was right. They are way too easy to work on. That is one thing. Can't knock them on ease of use, of maintenance. That's for sure. Yeah, and you gotta hand it to them. Super simple design, does the job, and they did give me a new motherboard in the end. So there is a real manufacturer's warranty. It exists. It's just that you might have to go back and forth with a few iterations of firmware before they believe you, and send them many, many, many videos of you risking your life on a shaking wheel. Always the last screw, isn't it? Okay. Oh, nice. It says 0 miles on the motherboard. Oh, boy. There it is. There it is. Motor cables. Buttons work. Buttons work. Little bit of a shminna. And then let's put the rest back on. Super dope. Well, folks, hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, wherever you may be around the world. We are all moving at the same speed, which is around 1,000 miles an hour. Well, actually, so around the equator, people are rotating at around 1,000 miles an hour. But up here, we're really only moving at around 800 miles an hour because the Earth is rotund. It is thick around the center. And so it flings you off slightly faster at the equator. In fact, you are 5 pounds lighter at the equator because you're being flung off faster. Which means the heaviest place that you can possibly be on planet Earth is either of the poles. But it's by like 5 pounds or whatever, you know. So if you want a light EUC riding experience, go to the equator. All right, let's see. Last couple screws here. These ones, I always have to search for these ones. What? Always. I don't know why they don't line up. What's going on here? What is going on here? For real, I don't know what's going on here. Let's see. I see you. It needs to be pulled down. That's what it needs. Get in the hole. Get in the hole. Get in the hole. Yay, wait, yay. I found the hole. No, I didn't. Come on. Come on. Go in the hole. Oh, found the hole. Okay, now I have slightly sweaty pits. I take that back. You will have slightly sweaty pits if you change the motherboard on your EX30. Be advised. But also, I don't have an electric screw gun, which I really should have. Makes life so much easier. But then you don't build up calluses on your fingers. And then your fingers aren't super sore for the rest of the day. That's part of the experience of owning one of these. Okay. Sweet. Okay, this is the cool part, right? This should just straight up slip into these slots. Put the little Grizzly sticker on there. Doesn't that look cool, huh? And should just slip into these slots. Ooh, look at that. Okay, Grizzly. All right. I see. So in the end, you don't have to do a full disassembly and reassembly. That's awesome. Okay. It's only a really hard initial install. Jesus, I am fucking dropping everything. Really difficult initial install, but then after that, I'm good. You know, Mercury is in retrograde. I blame it on that. Which, according to astrology, is if Mercury is in retrograde, all of your like technology and stuff will kind of not work quite properly. It'll just kind of be a hassle. I don't know if you guys have felt that, but like my Roger charger died the other day, and Roger sent me a new one. Works perfectly fine, but just charging my V13, albeit I was charging it quickly at 14 amps. So I think that was too much. I think I killed the Roger charger at 14 amps. But he was nice enough to replace it for me Yeah, and then I had like issues with my EX30 and issues with, I think that's it. Only 2 issues. I'm exaggerating. It's all in my head. It's all in our heads, guys. All of the pain, it's us against the mind. Every time. Yeah, surprisingly, these F22 pads are like kind of decent. They do the job. They're okay. I covered them in yellow tape so that they don't look awful. But yeah, I don't know. Spending so much money though, you know. It's not that I have a lot, it's just that I'm okay being broke. I think that's all of us. We're like ramen and EUC. Yeah, but super pretty. I do like the look of the Grizzly system. The pads here, this is all held on by just adhesive, which is a little concerning. But they actually add in like this enhancement to the battery boxes. So the battery boxes have a little bit of like a cushion in between them and the frame. And you can feel it actually. When you ride, it just feels like everything is just a little bit more dampened. With this Grizzly system protecting the, essentially the mounting point where the brackets of the batteries meet the pedal hangers. There's like this nice dampening there of TPU. Okay, here comes the seat. Sweet. Oh my God. This clicks in. Am I gonna have a working EX30? Holy crap. I am super excited. Kind of a bummer. Never had an experience with a wheel where it just kind of did that from the get-go, but super excited that I'm gonna have a working EX here. Everybody seems to love it. That's like the #1 thing is everybody here in Portland has one. Everybody everywhere has one. This has been the year of the EX30 takeover. Let's see. Happy EX, never had oscillations of any sort. Yeah, I did experience some ghost pushing me side to side on windy days, but I diagnosed that down to tire PSI. Huh. What about the software update? Yeah, did like a billion. Worked with Goat engineers. They made like custom firmware. Did nothing. Yeah, press power 5 times. Yeah, thanks. I thought the earth was flat. Are we gonna go on the ride to see if the issue is solved? Ah! Yeah, I mean, yeah, why not? Absolutely. As long as T-Mobile doesn't drop me, should be good. All right, get the seat on here. Okay. Here we go. Get in my belly. Get in my belly. All right, delicious. I'm gonna eat this EX30 up. Gonna eat it. Eat it whole. Well, here come the pads. Okay, left pad. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. Beep, 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 beep. Y'all ready for this? Hey. Hey. M104, best wheel ever made. Just so you know. What about that A2, huh? How come that couldn't have been 100 volt? All right, you know, always wear a helmet and yada, yada, yada. Seems like a unicycle. Phone, keys, wallet, weed. Good. All right. Welcome to my new apartment. This building was made in 1910, and it was originally a hotel. And then in 1920, somebody converted it to a apartment, added some kitchens and stuff. And it's got this super sick old ass elevator. Check this shit out. Fuck yeah. Like a super old ass gate. Elevator, conductor number 0, please. Wouldn't that have been a great job back in the day? What floor? Number 3, please. Yes, number 3. Come on. Pretty awesome job. Okay, here we go. Okay. Come on, ya big hunk. Let's dance. I love what they did with the taillight, though. Coolest thing ever. Just move the taillight, make it look better. Okay. So pretty much straight away from the last one, I could actually tell it was vibrating like from the get-go. Oh my God, I can immediately tell that it's better. Like, I'm not joking, seriously. Okay. Oh shit, no, tilt back. Tilt back is set to like 0 miles an hour. Wait, I don't know if I'll be able to do this without ending the stream and opening the Pagoda app. It's tilting hard. That's good to know that the tilt back works. It's really tilting. Holy shit. Well, okay, I guess I have to end the stream in order to change this, but seriously, look at this day. Can you believe this day? Unbelievable. So nice out. Hopefully you're enjoying your day, and hopefully this fixed it. You know what? I can already tell. Like, even at low speed, I could tell that something was wrong. This one feels like not even the same wheel. Not even close. The closest thing I could describe it to is almost like there was a phase wire, like some sort of phase wire or something was, like there was a particular MOSFET or phase that wasn't firing correctly. And so you could just like feel it. It was just like even at slow speed. And then it just got worse and worse and worse with more speed. So, yeah. At what speed did it oscillate? It oscillated at 30 miles an hour and got worse and worse after that. You could tell it was you could tell it was like skipping a little bit underneath, like 0 miles an hour to 30. You could tell there was a little skip, but then it started really oscillating at 30, like truly oscillating. This is awesome. I'm so happy. Like, I can already tell it's not exhibiting those low speed behaviors. But I cannot get up to speed without it throwing me off. So, I'm sorry, my goat. Nice. Well, cool. Yeah, thank you. Mine only does it at 70 plus. Any ideas? Some people are saying that they do get oscillations at like 45 miles an hour and above. That's okay with me. Like, I think that's truly just firmware or something, but what I was experiencing was truly frightening. No, you're all good. So I am a happy clam. Happier than the happiest clam that ever clammed. And, yeah, thank you so much for coming along, guys. Hope you have a wonderful day. I'll be back with my 1,000-mile review of the V13 and, the video on this guy. And, oh, I've got the float wheel coming. So super excited about my float wheel. Anyway, hope you're all doing well. And, take care. Enjoy your day. Bye-bye.